This is Somerfield Habener, Railbirds Productions, coming to you from the 2023 Derby City Classic. This is Shevelle Lee at the table right now, and he's in a spot. Looks like he's going to have to try and do something off the 3 ball here. All right, and leaves Shane a back cut here. So that's Shane Wolford eking in that 3 ball. Still think he's got the 13. Shane, a pretty remarkable player. Chevelle's got his work cut out for him here. 13 getting on the 14. I mean, he's going to be tough pressed to not be out here. But it can happen easily. So 14 gets you on the 15. Misses that ball. All right, and that's just what Shevelle needs. This is round 2 act from the 2023 Derby City Classic. Shane has 0 losses right now. Shevelle has 1. So this is still early action. Long ways to go here in the Derby City Classic. Shevelle taking his time to line up this 14. Great opportunity here. Just rolling that ball in. Smart way to shoot that. Oh, does fall. He's going to have to do a little more with this one. I like drawing off this 6, trying to get between the 7-2. He may play up and try and get back on the 4-1, but your natural line is getting over there. So, yep, draw off the 6 ball. Try and get on the 2 and kind of hope you don't knock the 7 too close to his pocket. This is a little read out in the center of the table. Yep, looking like a draw stroke. Shevelle not drawing that ball quite enough, so hitting the 2, and that definitely dramatically affects your next offensive shot. So at this point, you're kind of looking at shooting a real sharp cut on the 7, or I kind of like playing the 4 and trying to play up, like kind of by his side pocket. Just kind of roll that 4 ball. Try to make sure you don't sell the 15, but also leave the 4 if you end up missing it. He's looking at doing something with the 7 ball. And you can definitely do that. You just got to make sure you make that ball. You're going to have a hard time not selling the 15. Okay, he's going for the 15. Just trying to get behind the 2. Doesn't get there, but he does block the bank. So Shane going to take a little look at the combo bank here, but he's not going to shoot. He's got the 4 ball. Easy way to get behind the pack and protect his offensive threats. Yeah, so it gets right on top side of that 5 ball. That's a pretty perfect shot. Well, 2-2 here in game 1. And it looks like Shevelle can see this 4. Looks like he wants to 2-rail it. No, just knocking it over on his side. That's smart. He was real close to that side pocket to try the 2-railer. Leave Shane an offensive shot at this 1. I think he'll try and bank the 1 wide going into the 15-7 or 15-7. He just wants to leave him on that rail there. He's looking at the 9 off the 12. I'd be surprised to see him get that aggressive at this point. But Shane knows his lines real well. Look at that. Oh, barely missing. Still gets safe. Opens up the pack. That's a smart shot. All right. Knock that 12 by your side and get over there in the safe zone of the 2 ball. Wish he could have got it a little closer, but that'll do. Probably going to play a bank on this 12 ball. 12 to try and make the 2, but mostly just to get the cue ball up kind of behind that 1. Not sure if that line's there exactly. I would imagine that's what he's shooting, though. Yeah, so playing more cue ball there than trying to make that ball. Like he's dead set on that 2. He finally can see it, so he wants to do something with it, but really easy to free up a bank here for Shane, and that's the last thing you want to do. We'll be trying to use the 2 to get rid of the 15 as well. Yeah. Sell that 15 or the 10 ball. Looks like, I don't know. I mean, he's cleared some stuff out of Shane's side, so that's good. Shane just kind of biding his time here for the right offensive opportunity. Oh, wow. So Shane just wanted to bank that ball on his side and get low, but slipped into the corner. That gives Shevelle ball in hand in the kitchen and drops Shane down to 1. Not an easy starting ball here for Shevelle. Yeah, I like starting with the 1. Might be thinking about starting with the 8. I like the 8 and rolling down. It's hard to not want to do something with that 5-2-1. It's just they're all on your side, close to the cue ball. He's trying to figure it out. He might be thinking about the 3 ball. Again, it's easy when you're not as confident shooting offensively to really want to play the 2-way. And this is a time where you really need to buckle down and figure out what your offensive threat is. How am I going to get 6 and out here? Because you just don't get many chances like this. I like starting with the 1 here and drawing back for the 8 next. It's like he's going to start with the 8. Good look at it. Just rolling that ball. Unfortunately not able to convert. Oh, those ones just kill you. I feel you, Shevelle. All right, Shane Wolford off to the races. 3 ball. Staying low, getting on the 7. And he can kind of go back and forth from that foot rail to that side rail, kind of clearing out traffic. He wanted to go all the way high, so get up on top of that 10. Looks a little straight. He might just draw straight back without touching the rail. Just going to stay low for the 9. He can get cute and try and get on the 15, or he can swing around. Looks like he's getting on the 15. And he needs 3. Looks like playing up table for the 12 next. Doesn't really want to hit that 4. But he's just fine. Alright, shooting for 2. The 12 looks like you can roll down and get under the 8. He might just be leaving the bank too. Yeah, trying to go all the way under it. Doesn't quite get there. He's got a bank on this 8, but the bank kind of sells the farm. I'm not sure if he'll shoot that. I think he might settle for 7 here. Shane says nonsense. It's there. Nice thing about this is you can play this with outside, come up behind all those balls and really force him to shoot. And if you get it close enough to your pocket, outside pocket. Yeah. You don't leave any like real viable offensive threats here. You can cut this 1 ball. But he needs 6 at this point. It's worth taking that shot. Shevelle looking like he's looking at the 8 ball. Just going to try and clear that out of there and stick him on the rail. It gets it. off of Shane's side, but doesn't get him on the rail. That two-railer looks tricky from where he's at. Just kind of moving stuff over. Chevelle's got a pretty free bank here. I might just fire this one and know that I don't leave it low. So I like to draw off this ball. I want to make sure I get down there. But like I said, a pretty free bank there. So I took a swing at it. Didn't convert. I don't think the 2 line gets around the 5 ball here. He's looking at banking the 5. Wow, stiffs that. Took his free bank. Doesn't get there. Again, at this point, you can't just go tit for tat with Shane. He's gonna make one of these before you're gonna make 6. So you got to drum up some kind of offensive threat here. And yeah, this one's not quite as free and definitely more dangerous. Wow, that kiss, does it go in? It goes in. Man, highlight reel right there. And that can be a real turning point. So, I mean, you can cut this 2, get on the back side of this 8-15. This is one where he tries to Z-bank it. Just banks it into Shane's hole. Yeah, he was ready to concede, but make Shane shoot it as you're supposed to. Here at Derby City Classic, there's a rule about conceding games. Not allowed to do it, but that's Shane Wolford taking down game number 1 here at the 2023 Derby City Classic. This is Somerfield Habener coming to you with the Railbirds Productions. Is liking what you're seeing, liking what you're hearing. You're into Derby City action. We got a bunch more coming at you. If you get a chance, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that's going to let you know every time we are bringing you a new match from Derby. Kevin and Sherry Ross been bringing out a match a day for quite a while since Derby, so we got a bunch locked and loaded. I know that I can't keep up, but it's pretty awesome to have a new one ready to watch all the time. Shane breaking pretty good there. Doesn't look like there's a lot going for Shevelle offensively here, but pretty easy to play safe. You're going to go off this 14, I believe, and under the 2. So I understand that he was trying to get that 14 over on his side and stick him there. Unfortunately, just carries that ball a little bit more. Leaves Shane a perfect cut there. He's probably going to open these balls up a little with this 15. It's not a gimme, though. A lot can go wrong here, and you're kind of pushing him the wrong direction. So, yeah, he's going to go with the 2 and try and get a little better on this 15. That's more like it. A little less of a cut. And you want to make sure you don't get stuck under that pack. So, really pushes through that. Unfortunately, doesn't really pan out. It's going to try and generate a lot of speed being that close to the ball to bank this 14. Got a pretty good line on it. All right, comes in contact with the 1. Yep, pretty good shot. Sneaking 3 out of that one. He's got a back cut on this 8 ball that I don't think he'll take. I like the shot that he shot last time. You just got to make sure you stick the ball. Bank this 1 ball. But you really got to make sure you hold that cue ball tight. Can't slip and get back to that rail because Shane's going to cut all these balls. Yeah. Take the back cut on the 8, but I don't think it gets you a whole lot. He's looking at getting right through that. Is he banking the... Alright, so just knocking the 4 out. Hold up. Wow. Gets him right in the pocket. Buries him in there. Shane looking at the 9-3-5. Wow. Yeah, when those seem like hangers to you, it's pretty tough action. 11 gonna go between those two balls. Yup. Gets on the 4 next. Might come all the way out for the 9. Yeah, I think the 9's easier to get back behind the 10-8. And just needs 1. Yeah, I mean, that carom was just beautiful. And that was a kick 3-ball combo carom. Okay, maybe needs 1 more here. Yeah. Shane's out there. All right, taking down game number 2. Yeah, let's see that again. Look at this kick. And like I said, when you're seeing those as hangers, how do you defend against that? Pretty tough. Well, Chevelle's got his break, so let's see what he can do this time. Broke the balls pretty good the first time. And again, it's just those little opportunities that slip away from you. This is Somerfield Habener coming to you from Railbirds Production 2023 Derby City Classic. This tournament was a blast. If you guys haven't been to Derby, it's my favorite one in the world. Beautiful brand new diamond pool tables. These are the Diamond Pro-Ams. These are 4 1/4 inch pockets. And they play tough. They play right. That's what I should say. All right, catching that bottom ball. Gets away with it. Yeah, I mean, if that 8-ball leaks out, you're in a lot sadder shape. I don't think he can see high side of the 9 to bank it. Looks like he might bank 9 into the stack. So, 9-ball kind of into that 1. And, I mean, the 15 2 got to have a chance here. Oh, he's just playing off the bottom of the 3. That was a pretty shot. I didn't think he'd take quite that much of a risk with all those balls wide open. So, great opportunity here. Yeah, I think you start with the 11 here. You can play the 6 and try and get down, like run into the 8-4, but if something goes wrong, you're dead in the water. So, get the balls you already naturally have. So, play this 11-6. Gotta get on that side of the 6 ball, though. Gosh darn it. All right. If you can see the 9 to bank it, now's the time to take it. I do not believe he can. All right, so 12 trying to get behind the 9 to do something with it. Gets pretty fortunate making the 9 ball there for Shane. Yeah, Shane's going to bank this 4. He's not shooting like he's too concerned, so I don't think he's going to put too much effort in to try and get behind the 8 ball. He's looking up table, but I think this is the shot. Shane okay, so he was really trying to get up there. Overhits this ball, though, and he buries it right in front of Chevelle's pocket. Man, Shevelle, let's run some balls. You got this. 4, you kind of got to wrap around here. I don't know if you want to try and get on the 3 neck. If you're confident, that's the one to shoot, but I would rather run all the way around to make sure I get on the, ideally probably the 6 ball next. Again, it's crucial to pick that ball and not just play to a general area. You play to that general area and you can get in trouble. Get between everything. Grabbing that extension. Don't want to run into it either. Yeah. Yeah, really got to pick that line to make sure you get all the way around it. And yeah, because that'll end your run right there. I don't see much going. I don't think the 15 has enough of the 14. Could play the 15 and knock it over to your side. Freeze him on the 2-7. He's just moving something off Shane's side. Shane's got a couple options here. That 10 ball looks like it banks. And the 12 ball up table. I mean, okay. Iron through this. Trying to hold his cue ball. Wow. Wow, he pointed right to the spot. That's a gorgeous shot. Shane Wolford. Alright, cutting the 3 ball. I don't think he'll try and hold for the 10. Doesn't convert, but leaves it by his pocket. Yeah, you'd like to see Shevelle do something offensive here, but with that 3 ball sitting there, I think your best move is to get rid of that 3. But Shevelle kind of feeling it slip away, and he says, I'm gonna take my chance. I like that. He got some balls wide open. It looks like he might try and play this 8 and maybe do something with 3 as well. Makes his 8 ball. Get high enough. Doesn't quite get there. But gets a ball out of it, and he's in a way better position to deal with the 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to the 3 from here. That cut on the 6 ball looks a little daunting with the 3 hanging that close. Looks like he might take his free bank here, knowing that if he stays to the backside of that 3 ball, it's uncuttable for Shane. I like that. Does a good job with the cue ball. So not a cut opportunity there for Shane, but there's a lot he can do from here. Bank the 6 ball. He may elect to move the 15-6. He's looking at the stack. That 13-7-2. Yeah, if it's straight enough, he may play off that. Doesn't look like he can get under the 6. Yeah, so banking the 6 ball. Stick him in the stack. Man. Nasty shot. And you're in trouble. That's one of the keys to this game, getting real comfortable shooting from the most uncomfortable positions. And this is no fun at all. Yeah, I mean, you gotta bank on the 1, 3-railer on the 1, otherwise you're kicking for... Yeah, unfortunately, banking it back at Shane's side. Alright, with 4 balls right by his pocket, this will be Shane Wolford. Looks like probably playing the combo 2-3. Huh. Thought he would have played that a little softer. He's not too worried about it, though. Like 6 to break open the pack, get on the 2 ball. He needs 4. Looks like he's pretty straight on this 2 ball. He might just be drawn back. Yeah, 2 to the 13. Excellent control. He might run around a couple rails on this one. Nope, just nudging the 7. 2 to go. 7 to get on the 15. Looking at the 1 ball, but I think that's just kind of where he wants to hit to get on the 15. Ooh. Nudges that ball. He's got to do something. Can bank this 15 and still get under the 1. But he might just fire this bank in too. Your opponent needs them all. Feel pretty good about this. Fires it. Oh, barely misses. Still gets low. And Shevelle hanging on for dear life here. Got a bank on the 15. Just want to make sure you hang this in your pocket if you miss, and don't run around all the way if you do. Oh, it's close. Yeah, I mean, he puts Shane in a spot here. Unfortunately, the spot you might put him in is cut 14 ball right in. And I think that's probably what you're going to see. Sometimes you play a shot that you just force your opponent to shoot at something, and Shane's not really the guy you want to force to shoot at something. because he just might make it. Okay, he's not looking too hard at trying to get safe here. Oh, tries to push through to the 1. I was wrong. Again, I would have thought he would have shot that ball. Very makeable cut, and that was not an easy defensive shot. And shoot, I mean, Shevelle has a good chance of winning this game. Combo's a little trickier than it looks. You got to get under the 50-yard line of the 15 ball. So you got to put a better cut on the 15 than it looks. So cut the 15 into the 1. You're naturally rolling up table. If you can get on the 12 next, that's great. Looks like you might just be planning on playing the 15 next. Oh, get in there. Shane's just going to give him this ball and bury him under the 15, I would imagine. All right, so giving him the ball but trying to knock him over on the other side. It's bold. Shevelle can snap this bank in your eye, and all of a sudden, you give up a game here in a race to 3. I mean, things can get away from you real quick. What you're seeing though is, I mean, Shane hasn't even begun to tighten up, so he's freewheeling. He says, if you get out of this, I'm gonna treat game 4 like a totally different thing. But yeah, he's ready to breeze through this. Not able to convert on that out. Shevelle Lee, man, with light at the end of the tunnel, but just can't miss those balls against Shane. Can he twist this ball back? Tries it. Shane played in the Banks ring game this year, and just a blast to watch him bank the ball. These guys are terrific. I don't know if you guys have watched that, but definitely worth a watch. And again, Shevelle with an opportunity here. Bank this 5 ball. Get on the 12, and you got action. Well, man. Almost got on that 14 ball and protected the 5. Shane playing the railer. Just firing at his hole. And yeah, it was pretty free. He's got a lot of firepower. It's hard to compete against. Honestly, the 5 is in an okay position. I might 3-rail the 14 at this point. You can, if you can get it close enough to your pocket and stay close to the 12, he's just going to try and get low. It's going to sell a 2-railer on the 14 ball. And Shane is going to shoot. A little bit of inside here. Doesn't get it too close. You kind of knew that one was going wide. Bell can't afford to take this cut here. He can try to bank ball, but you really got to make sure you don't sell this 5 out when you do it. All right, knocking the 14 to his side. Almost getting down to the foot rail. Good shot. Shane's got to spot this ball up. Another 2-railer on the 1. He might just be back banking this. Firing the 2-railer, trying to stiffen it up with speed. Doesn't quite get there. Straight bank here for Shevelle. Pretty free. Overhit it. Ooh. Well, it's a cut. Not much of one. For a guy like Shane, though, this might be all she wrote. Wow, catches that ball real thin. Overcuts it. This is doable. I like playing the 14 with some inside here, trying to get down behind the 1. If you make that ball, Again, you got a chance of winning this game. Looks like he's just knocking the one out of there. He's going to sell a pretty good bank here for Shane, though. And can only let him bank it his hole so many times before one of these goes in. And that's the one. Well, Shane Wolford taking that one down against Shevelle Lee at the 2023 Derby City Classic. This has been Somerfield Habener with Railbirds Productions. Thank you guys for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again real soon.